Yo, what is up, guys? Alden Pounds here. Here today to do a response to Marcellus, aka Death Note Guy Zero's video. Why One Piece will never be popular in the U.S. I think it's really important here that we all respect each other's opinions on this, and not blindly hate on other people's comments and other people's opinions. So, I respect Marcellus' opinion, but I have to kindly disagree with all the points in his video. For a few reasons. First of all, I'm going to look at purely series quality alone. I believe this is an opinion, but it's also been reflected through worldwide ratings, sales, all that. I mean, sales of course don't mean anything, but I think ratings and popularity to some extent does carry a bit of weight in this situation. We're trying to look at the quality of series, and from my personal experience as well. I can honestly say that out of all the shows on Toonami, looking at them, there's Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, Soul Eater, IGPX, Eureka 7, Brotherhood, Bebop, Inuyasha, and like 2 or 3 other series I won't even mention. One Piece is definitely better than the vast majority. The only one that I'd say that could top it and will not top it as far as ratings go. So these shows are already, the shows that I think are better quality-wise are under One Piece, even in ratings, which is Brotherhood, possibly, and possibly Cowboy Bebop. But again, Naruto and Bleach can't touch it in terms of quality, in my personal opinion. It's been reflected in many ways. But aside from that, let's look at ratings. Week 1, One Piece topped the ratings in Toonami in the first week. That speaks for itself. It speaks for itself, saying that people do want One Piece, and anime fans in the US, I mean, of course, the vast majority of anime fans don't know about it, but apparently the ones that are watching Toonami have been anticipating it. That speaks for itself. Also, the fact that weekly One Piece ratings have been growing at a tremendous rate. What do I mean by a tremendous rate? Well, week 1 they're around 600,000, but they still top the charts. Now, week two, which is not now, we're on week 4, I believe. Week 2 they didn't top the charts, but they got 757,000. That's like a 150,000 growth span in a week. And then another 100,000 to week 3. And now to week 4, they have about a 200,000 as far as growth goes, a little over 200,000. So obviously it's growing at a steady pace. And I'm predicting, looking at the trend alone, that One Piece will be topping off the charts again. And we have to remember right now on Toonami, One Piece is in a bad arc. For One Piece, Davy Back is a bad arc for the series. Another reason was the comedy. I don't really see that being an issue at all, actually, because as far as comedy-wise, again, this is of course my opinion, One Piece tops all these other series in terms of comedy. I mean, the comedy in Naruto, there's a good bit of comedy, but the comedy I see in Naruto usually isn't the good kind of comedy. I consider a vast majority of the One Piece comedy, especially earlier in the series, Alabasta, Skypiea, even Davy Back, it's funny. It's just funny comedy. And let's face the facts. Look at the shows people in the US watch for comedy. Adventure Time, The Regular Show, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I mean, come on. These shows do not touch any anime that I watch for comedy, in terms of comedy. They just, granted, Davy Back's comedy did go a bit overboard at times, and Davy Back, the arc itself, was kind of a bad arc. But you have to realize what do series get ratings off of? Their current arcs. The current arc in One Piece is, I think, hands down the worst arc in the whole series that they're on right now. So do I think the ratings are going to go up when you get to like Water 7? I think the ratings might even double, honestly. But aside from that, looking at the other point that Death Note Guy Zero made, the pacing for One Piece, how there's slow pacing. Better yet, before I get to the pacing, let me get to the episode count. He's said in the video that episode count will be a major factor in deciding whether or not people tune in to watch One Piece. And like, oh, it's 600 episodes in, we're not going to watch it. Well, that's not quite the case, and I'll tell you why. The average Toonami fan, especially when I was watching Toonami and I got into when I got into One Piece, first of all, it was about 450 plus episodes in, and I was on episode 1. I marathoned that shit. The point is, and the point people are neglecting to realize is, if you like a series, you're gonna marathon it. That's it. And let's say they're Toonami only fans, they only watch on TV, they watch 1 episode a week. It's not like having a lot of episodes is gonna make someone be like, I don't want to watch this weekly. It doesn't really make sense, especially because they're watching for the dub. And if they are a Toonami fan, which would be why they're watching Toonami, they're obviously going to watch weekly for the dub. Same goes for Naruto and Bleach. Naruto especially, since it's still ongoing, and I believe it's second on the charts on Toonami currently. Episodes are not going to hold anybody back. That's just a common sense kind of thing. The last point would be the pacing. The pacing, I would say, fine. I would say the pacing for One Piece is pretty slow, but something I would say, and I think the vast majority of people who watch One Piece would agree with me, it's not bad pacing. Bad pacing, I would say Bleach has bad pacing. What do I mean by this? And Bleach is on the top of the charts on Toonami. Naruto has... Part 1 of Naruto actually did not have bad pacing. It had pretty okay pacing. I would put the pacing at like probably 7.5 out of 10, while I would put the pacing for Bleach at like a 4 out of 10. The excessive fillers, which people still eat right up, the arc's pacing, I'd say Soul Society arc had good pacing. After that, it was kind of like, let's get on with this shit. But the main point is, pacing doesn't really hold too much weight, especially when you're looking at a series that is good in quality. If it's good in quality, people won't mind slow pacing because it leads up to a big climax. And the action scenes, the pacing of the action scenes, how, oh, people want fight after fight after fight, you could say that, but on the same token, a good series won't just stack fights on top of each other. They need good pacing, good exposition, all that good stuff. So I'll leave my closing thought at this. I think, personally, that if in its worst arc, One Piece is on par with Bleach and Naruto, which have been thriving series in the US for ages and ages and ages since their debut in this country, I think that when the series actually picks up, it's going to top them exponentially. But that's just my opinion, guys. Thousand Pounds here. Like, comment, subscribe, of course. Peace out.